Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Steve. This is part 4 of achieving your dreams and goals. So, in this update, I'd like to talk about various tools that I use with clients to get them going on the journey of improving their life, and then give you an update on how I'm personally getting on. So, let's start with some things that everyone can do to identify the parts of their life that they want to improve. The things that I do with clients is I look at various elements of their life and then really reflect with them and probe them to go, well, actually, how can they improve those specific areas of the life? So if you take separate sections of your life, for example, family, work, finances, career goals, it could be social life, it could be your friends, and then think about give them a rating from between 1 and 10, and look at then obviously 10 being the dream of how that you want that to be in your life. And if you're nowhere close to that, or you're not close to that, then you could go, well, actually, that's an area of my life that I really want to improve. And it could be socializing, or how often you see your friends, and then you can build in some simple habits and actions to improve that over a period of time. Keep on reflecting, do this every couple of months, and eventually what you'll do is you'll improve all areas of your life. And if you've got an area of your life that's quite dramatically low down, then you might need to focus on that more specifically as one set of actions rather than doing various different parts of your life. So that's a real top tip from me. I'll put some more details in the links below, so please have a look and read through those. How am I getting on? Okay, so about 3.5 weeks ago, I set myself 2 real goals. One, to get fit. Now in my mid-40s, and this is really my last chance to get fit and get that body that I wanted to, that I've always wanted. So I set myself some goals around to improve my nutrition and also physically. And how have I been getting on? Well, I've lost 8 pounds. I've definitely been toning up all of my body, and I found that I've got lots more energy. So I've been definitely working on the 3 principles that I talked about on part 2, which is making sure that I don't exceed more than 2,000 calories per day, making sure that the nutrition that I do have is split in a good split. So wanted to make sure I get the right amount of carbs, protein and fats. And then finally, build in some habits every couple of weeks just to improve my life. And I've been doing that, and it's been going fantastically well for me. So I've got a holiday coming up in a week's time, and that'll be probably the first time that I'd like to have a look to see if I'm a bit more confident than I have been. The one thing I would say is in this last week, it hasn't been plain sailing for me. Definitely fallen off the wagon a couple of days. We've had some family round, and they don't really help. Love them to bits, but they don't help in relation to keeping to plans and routines. So definitely had more rich food and more alcohol than I would do normally. So I think the key really thing is it's okay, and just make sure that you don't make the 1 or 2 days into a bit more sustained period of time. So back on it as of today. So I've had a couple of days where it's not been perfect. Back on it today, just to make sure that I continually see that forward progress. And one thing I do want to mention when you are assessing your life is it is really important just to be brutally honest with yourself. Sometimes it's always easy to say, oh yeah, things are going all right, I'm okay with that, I'm happy with that. Being brutally honest with yourself on how you can improve is so important. Example would be for myself, I think I've definitely fallen into that trap of being a person that wants things really quickly and wants to take shortcuts. So when I read a document or some information on nutrition, do I skim read it? Do I really take it fully on board? Yeah, I do that. And one of my things that I have to improve on is not to cut corners and just put the hard work in. And I think that's probably, when I look at the root cause of why I haven't achieved that fitness that I've always wanted, that's probably the reason why. I've tried to cut too many corners. Put the hard work in, stick to the plan, keep it simple, build up habits. That's what it's all about. Listen, thank you for listening. Please have a look at various links in the notes below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep updated on how I'm getting on. I'll keep going until I do get that body. So thank you for listening. Speak to you all on part 5.